Before I let this subbed version of the Czech Power video run, and to give a bit of context, I want to say a few words about John LaTorre. John is a very knowledgeable man. He works with birds, plants, and dogs, often dealing with lines that are either on the verge of extinction or already gone. His experience wasn't built on theory, but on actually owning and working dogs from different genetic backgrounds, back when the giants of the German Shepherd breed were still around. At one point, using frozen semen, he managed to bring back dogs from the 80s, DDR bloodlines in particular, especially those from rarer, perhaps more overlooked lines. The way I see it, John saw what very few people were able to see. In this video, I've included part of what John shared with me about preserving the old type of dog. Everything I know, everything I've been able to experience in the German Shepherd world, I owe in large part to that exposure. And above all that, John is a man of integrity, true to his word, true to his work. I am both humbled and honored to have met him and to call him a friend. The dog featured in this video is a son of Norbo Benju, so the focus is on Czech bloodlines. But the principles John speaks about apply to the German Shepherd as a whole, regardless of geography. I chose this dog because his pedigree clearly reflects strong Czech influence, with names like Titus or Tom Pochraniční stráže. And by the fourth generation, we connect to DDR through Bero von der Friedersdorfer Flur, a dog found in many, if not most, Czech pedigrees. And since I mentioned giants of the breed, Bero was a direct son of Held von Rieteberg.
People can't follow proven history. They think they can always do better.
Let's talk about Czech power. Let's talk about the dogs some of us knew back in the day. Let's talk about the East type dog before the West came in and kind of reshaped the breed. Before speed, prey drive, and the Malinois-like type started taking over. In short, slimmer, faster dogs. Today we're looking at Tango Benju, a solid representative of the Czech type, line bred on none other than Titus Pochraniční stráže. He is the son of the well-known Norbo Benju. The reason you keep seeing me post these older dogs is I'm frustrated with where things are today when it comes to the working German Shepherd. I've tried to make noise. I've tried to spark something, bring attention back to the old, so to speak, to what was once a powerful, serious dog, not the overly commercialized version we see now. And I don't think I'm wrong in putting it that way. For many, business is flowing, show lines are thriving, and so are the newer working lines. And by new, I mean smaller, faster dogs again, too often lacking real civil aggression. Sport dogs are being sold as true personal protection dogs, and that's a problem. My attempts to stir things up may not be that effective, but at least I've tried. It's early 2026. I do wonder, where will things be in another 10 years? Anyway, enjoy watching this dog. This is good old school material, Czech bloodlines with strong DDR foundation further back in the pedigree. I'm about to leave you in the company of one man, the one man I know who truly understood genetics, not just in dogs, but beyond that. A man who managed to bring back what many would call impossible. I'm talking about John LaTorre. John has a huge, and I mean huge, amount of experience with dogs, especially the German Shepherd, he has seen things firsthand, things most of us only hear about. I don't even have the right words to express the level of respect I have for this man. So watch, listen, learn. Some of you will catch the vibe of what I'm trying to convey here, maybe even what I've been trying to say through most of my content. But for many, this will be another video from Danny, and tomorrow will be a new day. Still, I'll say it again. Strip away the drama, strip away the tone, the delivery, whatever you want to strip. What I'm saying is simple and it's true. The German Shepherd has changed. It is no longer what it once was. How many of you will really hear that? Very few, I'm sure. But for those who do, for that small group that understands, this is for you. This is John, speaking from experience.
I used to go to this dog, I'm trying to think of his name. He was like what they call long stock hair. This cop, everybody in this cop place that stole this dog, they told him, come and get it. We don't need more money, come and get it. He was like berserk. I go by this dog, right? And he would try to rip the camel, get at me, rip the camel. And he asked me one day, he said, John, I gotta take my camel. He said, I want you to take pictures of this dog because nobody will do it. Right? I want to take pictures of the dog with me holding it. And I got the pictures, I got copies. And I laid on the grass, man, and this dog would have killed me if he got me. I took pictures of this dog. It was an absolute beast. At the time, I had a West German bitch, a 90-pound black bitch. And he came out of, I don't remember how pedigree, how it went, but she was a pharaoh. These are West German dogs. She was a pharaoh. Her mother was a pharaoh daughter, the first pharaoh daughter that came into the U.S. And on the bottom side, let's say, I don't remember which way it went, up sire or dam, but on the other side of the pedigree, and the third, her grandsire was mink. And man, that was a hell of a dog. I was going to breed to this dog. I was going to take her breed to this dog. And man, I would have got some hell of aggressive puppies. You know, you had to try to concentrate on the old lines to bring that back. And remember, if you remember, I used to tell you every generation's better at these dogs. It takes time. You don't do this in 1 or 2 years, you know, because you couldn't convince anybody to do the right thing. And when you sold people dogs, they did the exact opposite and destroyed the line in one breeding. All these dogs, what I find, this is what I think is really what happened to the dog business or the dog breeding. People can't follow proven history. They think they can always do better. They visually choose dogs, not by bloodlines, by confirmation. And they try to improve. And then they selectively breed, trying to breed hip and elbow problems and coat problems and that kind of thing out of the German Shepherd breed. You can't, I used to tell people you can't do that. You know, the joint problem is bred in from the very beginning. It's embedded in the DNA. The only way you can begin to change the hip status or elbow status of the German Shepherd is you have to introduce a new breed into the German Shepherd breed that has that higher rate of better hips and elbows, or has almost no DNA with joint problems. So, in that, you have to use a racing breed dog. Those are less prone to hip problems, but they can't understand that. So, over the years, they isolated dogs for bad hips or one testicle or bad ears, and they lost the genius of that gene pool because they refuse to do it. They think that if they selectively chose dogs with good hips, they don't understand how it works. It doesn't work that way. No matter what you breed, no matter what the new era vets say about your dog's hips, it still produces genetically. It's not worth arguing over, but I don't know how you make people understand that, and then when you talk to people, they think you're an idiot, They think what I'm telling them is like bullshit or something, but it's the truth. People, for years, are more likely to judge or to breed or to buy dogs on performance. Did I believe in that, or did I ever do that? And I said no, because my interest was on reproducing and saving and salvaging old lines and trying to separate them of what was left, which was destroyed many, many years ago.
Have a good one, and I'll see you next time.